All right, today we are doing a rapid deep dive into What Happened to You by Dr. Bruce Perry and Oprah Winfrey.
A really profound book.
It is. And our goal here is to really get to the heart of this huge shift in thinking about human behavior.
Right. Moving away from asking, what's wrong with you?
And instead getting curious and asking, what happened to you?
Exactly. We've pulled out 5 key insights that explain how our brains get wired by our experiences, and more importantly, how we can start to heal.
So let's jump right in. The first big idea is brain development. The authors say the brain builds from the bottom up.
Think of it as survival first, then emotions, then thinking, and way up at the top, complex reasoning.
And the implication of that is huge, right?
It's massive. If you grow up with a lot of chaos or fear, that bottom level, the survival part, is always activated. It's on high alert.
So the upper floors, where logic lives, they don't get a chance to develop in a calm, consistent way.
Precisely. So as an adult, when stress hits, you don't go to your reasoning brain. You drop right back down to survival mode.
And that explains so much. Things like hypervigilance or freezing under pressure aren't character flaws.
No, not at all. The book calls it a structural adaptation. Your brain is literally built around what happened to you.
Which ties directly into how we should even define trauma.
Yes. This is our second point, and it's so important. Trauma is not the event itself.
It's how your body remembered it.
Exactly. 2 people can go through the same thing, but their nervous systems can store that memory in completely different ways.
So it's basically a physiological memory that gets stuck.
Stuck is the perfect word. It gets stuck in fight, flight, or freeze, and that becomes the default pattern until you actively work to change it.
Okay, so this next takeaway is probably one of the most practical pieces of advice in the entire book. They call it the regulation rule.
This is gold.
Yeah.
Especially for parents, teachers, anyone really. The sequence is regulate, then relate, then reason.
And we get this wrong all the time. We try to use logic when someone is upset.
Right. You know that feeling when someone tells you to calm down and it just makes everything worse?
Of course.
That's because when the lower brain is dysregulated, running on fear or anger, the reasoning brain is basically offline. Words just don't get in.
You have to create a feeling of safety first.
You have to regulate the nervous system, make a connection, and only then can you reason with someone.
So the great paradox here is that trauma often damages our ability to connect with others.
It damages trust.
But the only way to heal is through connection.
That's our 4th insight. Healing happens in relationships. The book shows that you don't need a perfect childhood to have a hopeful future.
What do you need then?
You just need consistency, predictability. Even just one safe connection, a teacher, a friend, a mentor, can be enough to build new, healthier pathways in the brain.
Which brings us to the final point, and it's the most empowering one for me, brain plasticity.
Yes, the fact that our brains can change, they can grow and rewire at any age. It's the science that makes all healing possible.
And the book defines healing not as some big dramatic breakthrough moment.
No, it's quieter than that. It's a series of small, regulated experiences.
Experiences that slowly teach your nervous system
that you're safe now. Every small, calm choice helps rewire that old blueprint.
So the core message is really about replacing judgment with curiosity.
And replacing shame with understanding. Instead of fixating on, why am I like this? The question becomes, what shaped me to be this way?
So let's leave our listeners with this thought. The book suggests the strongest people aren't those who avoided struggle, but those who learned how to rise from it.
So how might adopting that what happened to you lens for yourself and for others change how you face a conflict or even just a disappointment later today?